When we put the stand,
Yeah.
all those 6 people going to carry take all the shoes off. Are you ready? If the nameplate is screwed or nailed. Vanakkam, Peter. Say vanakkam.
Let's have the Paul later.
Come the 6 of you. 1 minute. Come basically. Om Sri Ganeshaya Namaha. Ulagalam Munardodakariyavan. Ilavulaviya Nirmalivaniyan. Alagil Sodiyan Ambalattaduvan. Malatsilambadi Varti Vananduvan. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Nandagopal Lingapa Namnyam Atma Shanti Nivaranatam Om Shanti 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 Om. Gange se Yamane Saiva Godhavri Saraswati Narmada Sindhu Kaveri Namastubhyam Namo Namaha Om. Okay, give it to me. So you want to put this piece. Otherwise this will come and carry it. Please come through, 6 of you.
6 powders.
Come this way. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namah Shivaya. Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya, Om Namah 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 Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Sarika, give me that one set of fruits that's you got in the tree. You can take it. They by the feet, sir? Oh. No, yeah, the fruit. Take the bricks, can you put it inside the... Why very kind? Like that, yeah? On one leg. The other two for the other side. Vanakkam, Prem Namaskar, Jai Gurudev, respected elders and family and friends. Now we are beginning this last rites. In Sanskrit we say Antarshedi, in Tamil we say Eva Kriya. It's begin with the invocation prayer to Lord Shiva and the Divine Mother Shakti to give us strength and the courage to all of us to accept this loss of the soul of Nanda, which is the very first prayer. Then the second one that we are going to offer is thanksgiving to the Lord Shiva and the Divine Mother Shakti for sending down such a kind soul, lived amongst all of us, given us the wonderful family and the two lovely boys to the community. For that, we want to say thank you. May you accept this soul into your fold. During the lifetime, if the soul committed any mistake, knowingly or unknowingly, we say that in our language, Arut Perum Jodi, God, you are the supreme light. Tani Perum Karunai, you are the most compassionate. Give your grace upon the soul. May the soul rest at your lotus feet. So that will be done the second prayer. Then this will be done between now till 12:15. Around 12:15, the body will be moved to the tent where we are expecting the extended families and some of the community members that know Nanda very well will come and pay tribute. And if there are any speeches, all will be held at the marquee. Then from here, we are going to proceed at exactly 1:30 p.m. So we're thinking of that going to take for an hour, 45 minutes to 50 minutes to reach to the crematorium. So it's not a very fast driving, it's not very slow driving, a medium way to reach there. And then from 2:30, we're going to do the last rites by the burner side. So 3 o'clock, the body will be sent into burner for cremation. So that is a whole program for this whole day. If right by saying, as soon as when the body leaves, those who are stay behind, I think they will collect a pre-packed meal. So those who are families that they are here, please you stay behind. So you are going to have your meal after everyone come from the crematorium. So that was the arrangements. May Lord Shiva bless you. Now we're going to begin the invocation prayer. Ma, you can come. Uncle and the other brother, go there, and granddaughter, and your wife and grandchildren. All of you join in this invocation prayer. Is anybody that I missed out, please call them to be part of this. Everyone, all of you join with Desigan. Harihi Om Aanaimugan Arumugan Ambigai Ponnam Balavan Jnana Guruvaniyai Ulnadu Ulagalam Unarndodharkariyavan Nila Ulaviya Nirmalivaniyan Alagil Sodiyan Ambalattaduvan Malarsiram Vadival Tivananguvam Ammaye Appa Uppilamaniye Anbinil Vidainda Aramude Poimayai Beriki Pudinai Surukum Pudutalaya Pulayanen Tanaka Semaye Aya Sivapadamalit Selvame Siva Perumane Imaye Unai Sikana Puditen Yangidum Daruluvadijem Pal Ninaindutum Sala Chiranda Pavie Nudaya Uninai Buriki Ulali Beriki Ulapila Anandamaya Tedinai Sorindu Buramburam Dirinda Selvame Siva Perumane Imaye Unai Sikana Puditen Yangidum Daruluvadijem Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Nandagopal Lingapa Namyam Atma Shanti Nivaranartham Om Shanti 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 Om. Give it down there, this can people. Yeah, you must put water 3 times. Put the thing down on the floor. Put it down. And take the coconut in your hand, show over the camphor 3 times. The camphor is burning so quickly, so hot here. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om. Thank you, this can put water 3 times on the coconut also. Gange se yamune saiva godhavri saraswati narmada sindhu kaveri namastubhyam namo namaha. Om. All of you touch the coconut and pray. Om Shanti. Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namah Shivaya. Kneel down and pray. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Those who can kneel down and pray, please do so. And Amma, you can just touch the ground and pray. And yes, again now. You're going to light the 4 camphor right around it. Take the matches with you. Give me the camphor from this. I'll put it away. You don't need that now. I take this. Light the. All the things. Also, before we're going to proceed, just a humble request to all of you. I think every one of you know that the current regulation is any indoor gathering, we should have a face mask. Please kindly, those who don't have, wear a face mask, that's important. But when you get to the tent also, that's also considered to be a home gathering. Make sure that you have a face mask. Keep social distance, and you can take some flowers, you can put it on either side of the chest. Don't put anything on the face, don't put anything on the center of the chest, just on the either side. Also, don't touch the body, don't kiss the body. The family will do something later, but others please just to view and offer the flowers gently. So give me 2 minutes, I'm just going to, because we carry the body around, make sure it's in a position. Also, I'm going to put the dot, and then after that, we will call you to come to the tribute. But I'm not bring the tray there. Don't take that. Yes. Oh, vanakkam.
Hello, Daddy.
Hello, dear.
Where did you go?
Vava Ganesha Deva Sadaya Yengal Pomalaraja Nam Tunbatatika Nalvarikatum Vava Ganeshaya Yengal Gananada Vava Ganesha Deva Sadaya Yengal Pomalaraja Nantun Batatika Nalvarikatum Vava Ganeshaya Yengal Gananada Puse sevo me Bhajan sevo me Ningal Varavillaye
Come on.
Puse sevo me Bhajan sevo me Ningal Varavillaye Nal Tulbatattirka Nalvarikatum Baba Ganeshaya Yengal Gananada Baba Ganesha Deva Sadaya Yengal Pomalaraja Nantun Batatirka Nalvarikatum Baba Ganeshaya Yengal Gananada Parvati Bala Vinadaya Bala Namo Namo Sri Ganesha Parvati Bala தினதயபாலா நமோ நமோ ஸ்ரீ கணேசா நல் துன்பத தீர்க்க நல்வரை காட்டும் வாவா கணேசாயா எங்கள் கணநாதா வாவா கணேஷா தேவசகாயா எங்கள் பூமலராஜா நன் துன்பத தீர்க்க நல்வழி காட்டும் பாவா கணேசாயா எங்கள் கணநாதா சங்கரமைந்த சங்கர புதல்வோ நமோ நமோ ஸ்ரீ கணேசா சங்கரமைந்த சங்கர புதல்வோ நமோ நமோ கணநாதா நல் துன்பத தீர்க்க நல்வழி காத்தும் பாவா கணேசாயா எங்கள் கணநாதா வாவா கணேஷா தேவசகாயா எங்கள் பூமலராஜா நல் துன்பத தீர்க்க நல்வரை காத்தும் வாவா கணேசாயா எங்கள் கணநாதா.
Once these family members are finished up with flowers, so you all can come through one at a time. There is some flower petals, you can offer it also.
மந்திர நம சிவாய மாலை நான் செப்பதற்க கடவேல் தனக்க முத்து கணபதி காப்பு தானே அரை மறை அயனம் மாலம் அமரணம் முனிவர் தாமும் முறை முறை வணங்கி ஏதும் முதல்வனே நம சிவாயா 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 ஆடியாய் வேதும் நாங்காய் அதிமுதே தெரிய வண்ணம் சூதையாய் நிலவாய் நின்ற துணைவனே நம சிவாயா 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 இன்னையடி தேடி காணா ஏறல் கையெழுந்த மாயன் கண்ணையதல் அயமூன்றைத கடவுள நம சிவாயா 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 சித்தியா பிறப்போல் ஒன்றான் இணையடி பணிவா துன்பம் பாட்டிய செம்போல் மேனி வள்ளலே நம சிவாயா 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 உமை ஒரு பாகம் வைத்த உம்பக தம்பீரானே அமை தருமணிய முத்தே அண்ணலே நம சிவாயா 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 ஊழுமாய் உயருமாகி ஊழுமாய் புறமுமாகி தானுமாய் சகத்த எல்லாம் தண்டையா நம சிவாயா தண்டையா நம சிவாயா தண்டையா நம சிவாயா தண்டையா நம சிவாயா கண்டையா நம சிவாயா இறப்பிறப்பு அதனால் மாறும் ஏனிற்கு இறங்கி வந்த அருதர ஆண்ட கொள்ளும் பரமனே நம சிவாயா 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 இத விடை கோதை மாதா இளமுளை மயக்கப்பட்டு நீடத்தால் உழக்க வல்ல நிமலனே நம சிவாயா 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 ஐமேசை உதனை பாதம் அன்பினே தலைமையில் வைத்த செய்யனோர் வானோர் போற்றும் தேவனே நம சிவாயா 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 ஒன்பது வாயில் போட்டு ஒண்டது ஒரு உரியல் வண்ணம் பொன்பொதி மலத்தால் காட்டும் புனிதனே நம சிவாயா புனிதனே நம சிவாயா நம சிவாயா புனிதனே நம சிவாயா புனிதனே நம சிவாயா ஓம் என்னும் எழுத்த உள்ள உள்ளடி விளங்குகின்ற பாவனை கருணை நல்கும் வல்வலே நம சிவாயா 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 ஔஷயம் பேசே வண்ணம் அடிமதி தருதாட்கொள்ளும் திவ்ய மணிய முத்தி தேவனே நம சிவாயா 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 அக்கினை பூண்டு கிண்டே அறியவென் நீரோ பூசும் சொக்கனே சேகர் மீனே தூயனே நம சிவாயா 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 கம்பம களிரே உரைத்த காசியே கம்பான் செம்பொன் அம்பலத்த ஆடுகின்ற அண்ணலே நம சிவாயா 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 நகரம் போல் விளைந்த உகென்ற நாயனின் உணவு தேடும் பகருண நின்னா தீர்க்கும் பரமனே நம சிவாயா 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 சக்தியும் சிவமும் மாயே தானுவாய் சகத்தை எல்லாம் முத்திய அளப்பாயாதி முதல்வனே நம சிவாயா 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 யதமனுதிராக்கும் நாரணா காரணாக்கும் சமனுர முதலாய் நின்ற தானுவே நம சிவாயா 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 இதவியை கபாலம் ஏதி ஏரக்கை உலகம் எல்லாம் தடவியும் காணா ஓடா சங்கரா நம சிவாயா 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 இணங்கிய கமலா போற்றால் இருவரும் ஏத்தி நின்ற வண்ணங்க அம்பலத்தில் ஆடும் வானவா நம சிவாயா வானவா நம சிவாயா
வானவே நம சிவாயா வானவே
நம சிவாயா வானவா நம சிவாயா தந்தமிழ் முனிவர் தானை சமமுறை தென்பால் ஏவும் ஆண்டருது அயன்மால் காண ஆடியே நம சிவாயா 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 நஞ்சனை கண்ட தானே நதிமதி சதையானே பொன் பென்சில் பாகும் வைத்த கொண்டவா நம சிவாயா 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 பண்டலக அலந்த மாலும் பங்கையத அயன்மேன் தேடி கொண்டு செந்திரியே ஓனார் குரவனே நம சிவாயா 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 மங்கையோர் பாகும் வைத்த பல பிறை முதிர்மையில் வைத்த செங்கையில் மசுமான் வைத்த தேவனே நம சிவாயா 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 அயற்கர முனிவை தாமும் இரு கரும் குவத்த நின்ற வியக்க அம்பலத்தில் ஆடும் விமலனே நம சிவாயா விமலனே சிவாயா விமலனே நம சிவாயா விமலனே நம சிவாயா விமலனே நம சிவாயா அரகர சிவன என்றும் அம்பலத்தை ஆடோ என்றும் அருவோர் துயரம் தீர்க்கும் பரமணே நம சிவாயா 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 இளவிதிர் மடவார் தாங்கள் ஏவல்கை உயிரோனாகி அலமரும் என்னை ஆந்த அமலனே நம சிவாயா அமலனே நம சிவாயா அமலனே நம சிவாயா நம சிவாயா அமலனே நம சிவாயா பல முழு மங்க தானை பற்றிட பாகும் வைத்த ஒளிமதி கேற்றை சூதம் ஒருவனே நம சிவாயா 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 அழகிய முருகனர்கோர் ஆறுமா முகமும் கூர்மை பழகிய வேலும் இந்த பரமனே நம சிவாயா 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 இளமயம் மூப்பும் இல்லா இறைவனே எம்பீரானே பலமயம் கருணை மூன வல்லலே நம சிவாயா 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 அரவனை பாட தேடி ஆகிற ஊரும் காணா இறைவனை என்னை காக்கும் ஈசனே நம சிவாயா ஈசனே நம சிவாயா ஈசனே நம சிவாயா ஈசனே நம சிவாயா ஈசனே நம சிவாயா.
Are they going to now?
Then we move outside. And where is the uncle?
Are they going to do here? Are we done? Only one step.
Okay. So part of this second offering, Dina is, this again is going to do the vibhadana. Then after that, the family is going to go around the body with a piece of sandalwood stick. And when we finish 3 rounds, you're going to offer the stick inside. And also on the bowl you can see I left some rice and some flowers. I'm going to move that bowl closer. So you're going to take it, turn around the face 3 times and put the rice and the flower on this cloth. So we call that called Vakerisi. So we're not sending the body with empty hand. The rice symbolizes energy to continue the journey to meet the Mecca. So for that, all the family members are going to turn and offer that. Once we finish that prayer, then we move the body to the tent. That's where we're going to have all the formalities and the community members are going to come to pay tribute and so on.
But he died a different way.
Yeah, he will continue singing that Namashivaya Malay of that song. The water is here. Like the Agarbatti, like the tree and put it in the fruit. பெற்றதாய் தனை மகமறந்தாலும் பிள்ளையை பெரும் தாய் மறந்தாலும் புற்ற தேகத்தை உயிர் மறந்தாலும் உயிரை மெகுவிய உடல் மறந்தாலும் கற்ற நெஞ்சகம் கலை மறந்தாலும் கண்கள் நின்று இமைப்பது மறந்தாலும் நற்றவத்தவர் உள்ளிருந்து ஓங்கும் நமச்சிவாயத்தை நான் மறவேன். Nandagopal Lingapa Namyam Atma Shanti Nivaranartham Om Shanti 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 Om. Offer water 3 times. Gange se Yamane Saiva Godavari Saraswati Narmada Sindhu Kaveri Namastubhyam Namo Namah. Take the coconut in your hand. So over the camphor 3 times. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om. There. Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. If everyone touch the coconut and pray for the soul, attend Shanti. Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Namah Shivaya, Om 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 Namah Shivaya. Kneel down and pray. Grandchildren, all of you, kneel down and pray for Tata. Let's do God, good God. There you go. One for you. And one for the grandson there. Hold it, Bhaiya. Hold it.
Just hold it, okay?
This one, the one you got?
Yeah, Nani.
And this one for the girl.
Up, Nani.
Yeah, for you.
Hold this, okay?
Wait, what's this?
This for Tata. We're going to put for Tata.
We're going to give it to Tata just now, okay? Just now you're going to give it to Tata.
And
What's it going to do with it?
other two brothers.
We'll show you now.
And all the golden birds.
Okay. And you're going to walk with this camphor in your hand. I'll give you one. You just put it on.
Mommy, there's a hanging one.
I'll give you one. I'm going to carry this together. I'm going to go in the front, water 3 times around.
This one is like me.
This you can behind me, so everyone follow by him. And we make it round, wide, so it won't get stuck. Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namah Shivaya. Take the stick. Go right around. And put it there. Put it inside the box. Take the rice. And with the little flowers. Turn 3 times around and put it in the cloth. When you turn, don't drop rice. It fall in between the eyes and all the tip of his bed.
Is this white? Is this white?
But for the children, maybe you can do it. Too much for them. You can sing there.
Mommy doing that.
Om Namah Shivaya. Yeah, take some. Sharika? Put these flowers in the kitchen.
காலம் காய ஏந்தி திருப்புற தகனம் செய்த தேவனே நம சிவாயா தேவனே சிவாயா தேவனே நம சிவாயா தேவனே நம சிவாயா தேவனே நம சிவாயா காலனை உடனை காலா காமனை இறத்த கண்ணா பாலனை கரியதாக்கும் பரமனே நம சிவாயா 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 இல்லை முறை அபுனை செய்வ கௌரிய பாகம் வைத்த
உலைமதி சதையானே ஒருவனே நம சிவாயா 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 கேதுவே புறத்த வேரை கேதிலா அரசன் தன்னை
He is offering these sticks on behalf of all the family members, the sister and the two brothers not here with us. So he is offering that on behalf of the family. Thank you.
வல்லலே நம சிவாயா குழை குமண் அதரும் கண்ணால் போதனை பிறந்த போதோ பிஞ்சசை மடனை காய்ந்த பிஞ்சகா நம சிவாயா 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 பூவில மருகு துன்பாய் கொன்றைவேல் இருக்கும் உண்மையாய் மெய்வைய சதையானே வித்தகா நம சிவாயா 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 கங்கையை சதுமேல் வைத்த கௌரிய பாகம் வைத்த அங்கனா மிதைய சொல்ல ஐயனே நம சிவாயா 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 கேசவன் வனகை கண்ணாம் கேசுல கொஞ்சம் சுத்த அசியொடு ஆழை இந்த அமலனே நம சிவாயா 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 கற்சிலை மெருவார் கண்மை கரிமல் பகடியாக உத்தையை புகுத்த ஏறும் ஒருவனே நம சிவாயா 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 ஒற்றவன் தடுக்க முன்னே குதிரையில் ஏறி காட்டி போற்றுதல் கோளால் கொள்ளும் ஒரு பூரணா நம சிவாயா 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 பொன்னம்மா மலையில் வாழும் கோதிலே ஆடி ஏனி அண்ணலே பெண்ணு மாலை அத்தனே நம சிவாயா 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 சந்திரன் விளங்கும் சென்னை தலவினை தம்பீரானே இந்திர இமையோர் போற்றும் தேவனே நம சிவாயா இறைவனே நம சிவாயா இறைவனே நம சிவாயா இறைவனே நம சிவாயா இறைவனே நம சிவாயா சாந்தனை முளைமேல் தன்னை தன் புண்ணெல்ல பேமாற்றி ஏதோ சென் சதையே மானே இறைவனே நம சிவாயா 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 சிரமடு கையில் ஏந்தி சேரிய முனிவர் தங்கள் விறகினை அழியே மேரோ வெள்ளியே நம சிவாயா 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 சீதலா கமலா வாவி திருநவல்லோரும் தன்னை சதத்தனம் காட்டி ஆண்ட தானுவே நம சிவாயா 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 நீரோ பூசே சுதலையல் நடனம் ஆடும் அத்தனை அருளார் வாழும் அண்ணலே நம சிவாயா 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 சூரியன் துயரும் தீர்த்தாய் தோன்றி முப்புறத்த சத்தாய் அறிவெளி வேட்பண்ணானே அத்தனே நம சிவாயா 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 சென்றையில் காயில் ஏந்தி சிறுத்து முப்புறத்தும் எட்டாய் தஞ்சம் என்றும் ஒன்னாய் ஆண்டே தானே தானுவே நம சிவாயா தானுவே நம சிவாயா தானுவே நம சிவாயா நம சிவாயா தானுவே நம சிவாயா சீதன அடியரோடும் திருப்பிர துரத்தல் வண்ட வாடுவு அரசையாண்ட வரதனே நம சிவாயா 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 செய்வனை ஐம்பூலங்கள் தம்மை மன்னம் சரவானம் கௌரிய அருள வேண்டும் கடவுள நம சிவாயா 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 சொரிமலை கொன்ற துன்பாய் சொல்லியே அழகு தாலி விரமலை சதியே வெள்ளி வேப்பனே நம சிவாயா வேப்பனே நம சிவாயா வேப்பனே நம சிவாயா வேப்பனே நம சிவாயா நம சிவாயா ஓம் நம சிவாய 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 ஓம் நம சிவாய
You come to the front.
சிவாய நம ஓம் சிவாய நம சிவாய நம ஓம் நம சிவாய சிவாய நம ஓம் சிவாய நம சிவாய நம ஓம் நம சிவாய சிவாய நம ஓம் சிவாய நம ஓம் சிவாய நம ஓம் நம சிவாய சிவாய நம ஓம் சிவாய நம ஓம் சிவாய நம ஓம் நம சிவாய 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 சிவாய நமோ சிவாய நமோ சிவாய நமோ ஓம் நம சிவாய சிவாய நமோ சிவாய நமோ சிவாய நமோ ஓம் நம சிவாய சிவாய நமோ சிவாய நமோ சிவாய நமோ ஓம் நம சிவாய சிவாய நம ஓம் சிவாய நம ஓம் சிவாய நம ஓம் ஓம் நம சிவாய சோலை சொல் ஆலவாளி சொத்தைய சமனை மைக்க பலரன வினையராக்க பரிந்தருள் நம சிவாயாம் 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 தண்டையம் தயுமில்லாதே தானுவை அன்பெல்லாலை இந்திரன் அயல்மார் போற்றும் இறைவனே நம சிவாயா 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 தந்தவர் கொன்றை துன்பை சங்கோத தலைமேல் கொண்ட நாந்தன வேதம் ஓடும் நம்பனே நம சிவாயா 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 இறப்புறம் இருத்த மூர்த்தி தென்னவன் முன்னே முன்னால் நரி தண்ணி பரிய தாக்கும் நம்பனே நம சிவாயா 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 பீத்தல வடுவ செய்க காண்ட உளம் மக்கி ஆண்ட நாதனே பாரணே வானோர் நம்பனே நம சிவாயா நண்பனே நம சிவாயா நண்பனே நம சிவாயா நண்பனே நம சிவாயா நம்பனே நம சிவாயா திருச்சிற்றம்பலம்.
Vanakkam and Prem Namaskar. Those who are coming now, please come and take your seat. And once you are seated, we tell you now to come forward to offer the floral tribute. Just give us a few minutes. There's some more people are coming. And if you don't find much seat here, someone would like to sit in that sitting room still, you can able to see us. Vanakkam and Prem Namaskar to respected elders and family and friends. Now we are beginning this memorial service for our dear Nandagopal Lingapa Moodley, very well known among the family and friends as Nag. We are here to offer our prayer to the lotus feet of the divinity, to seek thy blessing upon the noble soul, to attain moksha or liberation. For this, we are going to sing some of the sacred songs and sacred chants from our South Indian scriptures, like Tevaram, Tiruvasakam, and some of the common bhajans. Before we begin to sing those sacred verses, may I kindly request, maybe if you are a couple, please come husband and wife together to pay tribute. And if you are individually from various families, please come once. Still, we need to practice all kinds of health protocols. And please wear your face mask while you are sitting. This is considered to be a home gathering or gathering under a roof. So please wear your face mask during the time of this service. And I would like to call upon all of you to come forward two at the time. And we are going to start singing from the very beginning. We're going to start with Kaliniri Ganapati and sing all Tevarams and sacred songs. Okay? So we're going to start with Kaliniri Ganapati.
Kaliniri Ganapati Saranam Saranam Gajamukha Gunapati சரணம் கலை நிறை கணபதி சரணம் சரணம் கஜமுக குணபதி சரணம் சரணம் கலைவனை இணையாடி சரணம் சரணம் சரவண பாவகுக சரணம் சரணம் கலைவனை இணையாடி சரணம் சரணம் சரவண பாவகுக சரணம் சரணம் மலை உடையவ சரணம் சரணம் சிவ 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 சரணம் சரணம் சிலை மலை உடையவ சரணம் சரணம் சிவ 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 சரணம் சரணம் உமை வரும் ஒருவரை சரணம் சரணம் உமை சிவை அம்பிகை சரணம் சரணம் உலை வரும் ஒருவரை சரணம் சரணம் உமை சிவை அம்பிகை சரணம் சரணம் உமை சிவை அம்பிகை சரணம் சரணம்.
Those who are coming, please take your shoes off when you're coming to pay tribute. Thank you, Mr. Nandri. Now we're going to sing Ulagalam. Om Trichitrambalam. Page number 2, song number 2. Om Trichitrambalam.
Ulagalam Todakariya Nila Ulaviya Nirmani Vediya Alana Soriya Ambala Taduvan Malasilam Vadi Vaativananguvam
Om Trichitrambalam. Osai Valiyallam Anai Niye. From page number 40, song number 33. Om Trichitrambalam.
Osai Valiyallam Anai Niye உலகுக்கு ஒருவனாய் நின்றாய் நீயே ஓசை ஒலி எல்லாம் வாசமலரெல்லாம் ஆனாய் நீயே மலையார் மருதனாய் நின்றாய் நீயே பேச பெரிதும் இனியாய் நீயே ராணாயடி வைத்தாய் நீயே பேச பெரிதும் இனியாய் நீயே ராணாயடி வைத்தாய் நீயே தேசதெல்லாம் ஆனாய் நீயே திருவையராக செம்போ சோதி தேசதெல்லாம் ஆனாய் நீயே ஆகலாத செம்போ சோதி ஆளும் அறியா இடத்தாய் நீயே ஆகாயும் தேருண வல்லாய் நீயே ஆளும் அறியா இடத்தாய் நீயே ஆகாயம் தேருள வல்லாய் நீயே பெரும் பெரிய இலங்கை வேந்தாய் பெரிய முந்தி பத்து இடத்தாய் நீயே பெரும் பெரிய இலங்கை வேந்தாய் பெரிய முந்தி பத்து இடத்தாய் நீயே ஓரம் போரம் ஆத்தாய் நீயே பொந்தமர நாராயணம் மாலம் கோடி பூரம்பூரமுன்னம் ஆத்தாய் நீயே ஓந்தாமராயணம் மாலம் கோடி திருமடி என்ன வைத்தாய் நீயே திருவையர் அகலாட செம்போ சோழி தேருமடி என்ன வைத்தாய் நீயே திருவையர் அகலாட செம்போ சோழி திருவையர் அகலாட செம்போ சோழி திருவையர் அகலாட செம்போ சோழி. ஓம் திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். கூற்றாயினவாறு from page number 34, song number 30. ஓம் திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். கூற்றாயினவாறு கிழக்கிலே கொடுமை பல செய்தன நானடியேன் கூற்றாயினவாறு கிழக்கிலே கொடுமை பல செய்தன நானடியேன் ஏற்றாய் அடிக்கேன் இரவும் பகலும் ஏற்றாய் அடிக்கேன் இரவும் பகலும் விரையாடுவன கோவன் எப்பொழுதும் விரையாடுவன கோவன் எப்பொழுதும் தோற்றாயின் வயேன் அகம்படியே உடலோடு தொடக்கி முடக்கிடிலே தோற்றாயின் வயேன் அகம்படியே உடலோடு தொடக்கி முடக்கிடிலே ஆற்றேன் அடியேன் அதிகை கையில ஆற்றேன் அடியேன் அதிகை கையில வீரதான துறை அம்மானே வீரதான துறை அம்மானே சலம்போவட தூபம் மறந்தறியே தமிழோடிசை பாடல் மறந்தறியே சலம்போவட தூபம் மறந்தறியே தமிழோடிசை பாடல் மறந்தறியேன் நலம் தீங்கிலம் உன்னை மறந்தறியேன் நலம் தீங்கிலம் உன்னை மறந்தறியேன் உன்னாமும் என்னாவில் மறந்தறியேன் உன்னாமும் என்னாவில் மறந்தறியேன் உலந்தா தலையே பலி கொண்டருள்வாய் முதலோடு சொல்ல தவே அருளாய் உலந்தா தலையே பலி கொண்டருள்வாய் முதலோடு சொல்ல தவே அருளாய் அலந்தேன் அடியேன் அடிகேன் கையில அலந்தேன் அடியேன் அடிகேன் கையில வீரதான துறை அம்மானே வீரதான துறை அம்மானே. ஓம் திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். So we're going to call upon to sing the next song. Just waiting for some of us. Those who are coming, please take your shoes off and come through. Thank you. Take your shoes off and come through. Are you done? Thank you. Now we're going to sing from the chapter 7 of the Thevaram by Saint Sundaramurti Swamigal, Valvavadu Mayam, Mannavadu Thinnam. Om Tiruchitrambalam. Valvavadu Mayam Idu, Mannavadu Thinnam. Valvavadu Mayam Idu, Mannavadu Thinnam. Parpovad Piramikad Pasinoi Seida Paridan. Parpovad Piramikad Pasinoi Seida Paridan. Taradaram Seimin Tadam Kannan Malaronum. Taradaram Seimin Tadam Kannan Malaronum. Kizmel Ura Nindran Tiru Kedaramaniire. Kizmel Ura Nindran Tiru Kedaramaniire. Navin Misai Arayanodu Tamanyana Sambandhan. Navin Misai Arayanodu Tamanyana Sambandhan. Yavar Siva Adiyargalku Adiyan Aditollan. Yavar Siva Adiyargalku Adiyan Aditollan. Devan Tiru Kedarathai Uran Urai Seida. Devan Tiru Kedarathai Uran Urai Seida. Pavin Tamil Vallar Paraloka Tirupare. Pavin Tamil Vallar Paraloka Tirupare. Om Tiruchitrambalam. In this sacred song from chapter 7 of the Thevaram, the great Sundaramurti Swamigal says,
You look so lovely.
Valvavadu Mayam, Mannavadu Thinnam. Life is elusive, and this body will become earth indeed. So what Sundaramurti Swamigal says to all of us, as Nanda left his physical body, you and me and all of us, we are going to leave this earth one day. Our body become earth indeed. That means the remaining will be cremated and given back to the mother nature. So the life is come to an end. Don't think that we are going to live ever on this world. So we are just like a holiday people on this earth. Our holiday will come to an end very soon. That's why our religion says, always have a very less luggage. Then you don't have an over baggage to pay for it. So the lesser the luggage, the comfort the journey will be. So let's make all our actions as pure as Swami Sivananda says, do good and be good. As much as good possible, do it in your lifetime and do it now. You must remember, don't say that when I retired, when I got a time, that I will do, but that never happened. So whenever you have an opportunity to do good, do it. All the good that you do in your life will set you in a higher platform. In that understanding, the great master says, do good and be good. And chant to the name of the Panchakshara mantra. Surrender to the name. Chant to that name. By doing this, Pavin Tamil Vallar Paraloga Tirupare. Those who are chanting the God's name sincerely will be seated in the heavenly region, will reach the Shivaloka, the world high above. So through chanting these verses, today that we pray at the lotus feet of Lord Shiva, to take the soul in his fold and grant moksha or liberation. So before I'm going to call upon the first speaker for today, I very clearly remember when Shiva Moodley just passed me through. I remember these incidents. He will tell you now. Maybe he forgot it. And Shiva Moodley was the secretary of the Shiva Alayam when I landed to Cape Town. And also the political relationship between India and South Africa. India was the very first country had sanctions against South Africa. My passport when I landed in Cape Town in 1990, it says this passport is valid for all countries except the Republic of South Africa. So I was given a holiday permit for 6 months. Then we are changing that permit into a work permit because I came here to do religious work. Myself and Shiva Moodley, one morning, we went to the Home Affairs. The Home Affairs on those days were at the foreshore in Cape Town. So it was a long day for us. I asked Shiva, you know what, maybe we must have something to drink, a cool drink or something, because it was busy day. He said to me, okay, don't worry. Then he pulled the car into opposite the city hall, into a parking lot. He said to me, come, let's go and buy a cool drink. So we went there. Who was serving us? Is Nanda. So the time that I arrived, the first businessman after Pubal is the second businessman that I met with the Shiva Moodley in that little very busy takeaway. He just had a time only just to greet us, hello. That's it. And he gave us some cool drink. I can't remember what brand was it. There's something that we got it. And that's our first connection to this wonderful divine soul that I met. A down-to-earth, very simple businessman, very friendly, very humble. And I always see in every gatherings, and particularly in every Moodley family gatherings, that Nanda and the Kanama function never took place. Always be there. And he comes and greet and participate and have few words. And then I can see that he had a great friend circle in and around in this region. And he networked with all of them and share his knowledge in business and various other things. So that's how I met Nanda. Just the year that I landed in Krish is just looking at me. I met Krish also. At the time, Krish wasn't businessman. Krish was working for Clover. So he came to see me at Pubal's house. So it brings me all these memories today as I'm meeting all these people. So why I'm saying here today, we are here to celebrate the life of Nanda. And the soul is gone. The Nanda that we all loved, the Nanda that I have met 33 years ago, is no more here. It's gone. That's why as soon as when the soul is gone, we say what time Undertaker is coming to pick up the body. You don't say what time they're coming to pick up Nanda. As soon as when the doctor declared the death, that name and the identity, everything stays with the soul, not with this. That's why we call this called Predam in Tamil. If you want to say one more time, we cannot able to hold any value to this anymore. That's why Hinduism says ASAP need to be cremated, given back to the Mother Nature. Because the more you hold on, the body will start perishing. Because the soul is gone. So we need to understand the life principle but what we believe in. Today we saying thank you to Lord Shiva and the Divine Mother Shakti. And I just heard on the day when I'm sitting on the day that he passed away, how Nanda met Kanama. And he was staying with Uncle Percy, then moved to Rita's house because Rita is connected, related to Nanda. And then happened to be when Kanama came, that's what where the meeting point that happened, and then end up in the marriage. Then the lovely 2 boys that we know of, and into this world. So today we just say thank you for sending down such a kind soul. May his journey be a comfortable one, and may God forgive all the mistakes that we have done during his lifetime. May his soul attain moksha. That is our prayer. Now I would like to call upon Sushila. I think Sushila is Naika.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yes.
Naika.
Naika.
Naika Moodley.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please come here. No problem. You can. Please.
Vanakkam, good afternoon. It's indeed a sad day for us as a family that we've come here to bid farewell to Uncle Nanda. That's how I know and addressed it was always Uncle Nanda. And I think Guru summed it up here. Guru, you stole all the things that I wanted to say. But it's so good because that's exactly the type of person Uncle Nanda was. And you know, how do we remember him? With that lovely deep dimples. And you know, I was very fortunate growing up because Uncle Nanda lived with us. And Guru was telling you the story about how Uncle Nanda actually came into our family. And it was by chance, actually. I think my mom was pushing a pram and had passed Auntie Millie's home. And he had said to Auntie Millie at that time, you know, I know this beautiful young lady from Durban, and did not realizing that it was his cousin's sister. So I think for my mom and dad, I think also it's a very sad moment for them because Uncle Nanda was very much part of our family growing up. And I know I was very spoiled by Uncle Nanda. He was very generous and a very, very snazzy dresser. If you all know that shoes and his pants, and very, very particular about his dressing. And a hard worker. I was also fortunate enough, I think Vani and myself also worked with, helped Uncle Nanda in his takeaways, which was called Nikki's Guru at that time.
Oh, okay.
On
What do
the
you call that?
pillar, Nikki's.
Nikki's, okay.
Yes. And Uncle Nanda had a very good business acumen, a very hard worker. And one other very good thing is most of the men will know, and also us ladies, that he was a great funny player. And don't step on his toes in that funny game. He will always be remembered, and he will fight and argue. So I think his brother-in-laws are going to miss him a lot when it comes to that. And it's sad for those that couldn't make it to be here today, but we're so happy for the live streaming. And I look at Uncle Nanda here lying in his box, and I think, you know, he's actually gone to his young age. If you knew your dad, Tina and Jessica, if you look at his photos, you can see how handsome. So Chinaka, Uncle Nanda hasn't lost that. And I know for Chinaka it's going to be very, very hard. Because Uncle Nanda and Chinaka used to do everything together. And very affectionate and very loving. And I know Chinaka and Uncle Nanda had this lovely term of endearment for each other, and it was love. They used to call each other love. You could hear Uncle Nanda screaming from one end to the other, love, and Chinaka will be, yes, love. And I know for Chinaka it's going to be a very, very hard time for her. But Chinaka, you must also remember, Jessica and Dina, with your spouses and the grandchildren, lovely family. So Dad has left a legacy, and Chinaka is going to have that support and the love from her family and her friends. We'd like to thank all the people that have come from near and far to Uncle Nanda's friends. Very good stories. He used to love playing snooker, as you know. And the ex-servicemen's club was those days, not that I went there, but I'm just saying I was very small. Yes, Uncle Nanda worked very hard. So to my two brothers, Dina, Desikan, and their families, you know, carry on your dad's legacy. He was a wonderful man. His dimples is a reminder in your children and you too, and to Chinaka. Uncle Nanda was on holiday. He's going home now. And it's true, he's not taking any baggage. He's going to the better place. And I know his soul will definitely reach moksha. God bless you all. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming and sharing with Chinaka and the boys today. Vanakkam.
Thank you. Vanakkam. Thank you, Sushila. And also, I always see Nanda, wherever I see, he was a happy person, always smiling, always laugh. And I think he maybe, when I see some gatherings with boys and men, and he maybe cracks some jokes because everybody laugh. And I see that's what the nature of Nanda, hard working, and did the best to his family and to this community. He's sure, as Susila said, he's in a better world. You don't need to be worried about this first mosque. You don't need to worry about the fifth wave. They said May is going to be fifth wave, so you don't need to be worried about all these things. He's in a better place. So we must all say thank you. And now I would like to call upon Desikan to say a few words. Desikan is going to say something. Desikan.
Thank you, Guru. And thanks everyone for coming as well. My dad would have really appreciated the turnout and seeing all of your faces again as well. I mean, he was a wonderful man, a wonderful father. I mean, we called him Dad. And every day of our lives, we cherished him. Right? He's made Dina and I the men we are today. He set us up from the beginning. He's made sure, my mom and him made sure we had every single thing we could ever dream of. I mean, everyone knows my dad brought us the best of things. Right? He's built this house with his bare hands. I mean, he made sure that he gave my mom her dream house when she needed it and she wanted it. And Dina and I, whatever we'd ask him for, he'd like, okay, ask your mother. Right? And my mother said yes, then he'd make pahuka by crook, he'd get it for us. Cars, clothes, anything we wanted, and all the material things. But what he really gave us is his love and that attention from him. And when I look at my boy and my girl, and I understand the love my father had for us, right? And why he did what he did, the long hours he worked, right? I mean, that was for us, right? For nothing else, right? And he cherished us. He made sure that we are taken care of even until his last breath. He made sure that Dina and I, we can sustain this family, and we can sustain our own family, right? And you know what? I just want to say thank you, Dad. Thank you so much. You've given us more than we could have ever asked for, more than we could ever want, and you've given us more. And I know you up there, like you went straight up. Passing on Sunday, it's like one of the best days of the year to pass. It's Ram Navami. And I know he's there setting our paths for the rest of our lives. He's going to be watching us, making sure we do the right thing. I can hear his voice in the back of the head, on every single thing we do. We can hear Daddy's voice, Jessica! And that'll never leave us. I mean, each one of you have your special moments with him. He's done something for everyone here, right? You know that, and I mean that's what you'll take away. That the moments you spent with him, the moments that you can actually think back. That memory of him will always be with you for the rest of your lives. And I know my children, my niece, their children, their grandchildren will be always in his eyes, in his sight, because he'll make sure that they're taken care of. And that's the kind of man he was. And that's the kind of spirit and soul that he is. He was a really, really great man. Thank you.
Thank you, Nandri. Before I'm going to call upon
One more speaker.
yes, coming. Yeah. May I call upon Yoga from the Sri Shiva Shakti Alayam, Pelican Park, to say a few words. And Auntie Kanwa and Nanda are the great supporter of this organization in this area. And Auntie Kanwa served as a chairperson of the Sri Parashakti Alayam for a few years. And now, on behalf of the community, that we have Yoga Governor to come and say a tribute. Nandri.
Vanakkam, namaste, namaskaram to each and everyone here today. There were so many beautiful accolades given for our late brother Nad, and it's true for each and every word that everybody had spoken about. It's the absolute truth. Auntie Kanama has been part of our community. She has served as the previous chairperson of our Alyam, and we share a long journey. And I must say that Uncle Nad was always very, very supportive of her involvement. And he was the type of man, he took an interest and a tremendous respect for so many people. I had the most famous memories I have of recent is his visits to Brad's tuck shop and the lovely time they spent together. And then he was always so happy because we are also in the community. And therefore, he would always have that beautiful smile. And just like the previous spokesperson had said, that dimple that I even spoke about, that's the type of person that Uncle Nad was. Always had a good word for everyone. Very hard-working man. He aspired to success together with his family. He's got lovely children, grandchildren. And theirs was a beautiful relationship. They had a loving relationship. And as we all know, when the time comes for a person to pass on, it's sad. But we also have to remember, from God we came and back to God we go. And all we have is the memories that we've shared whilst we've been on this earth. And I would like to think that Uncle Nad, he's done his journey and God saw it fit to take him away to rest in eternal peace. And now he's on another journey. So we that are mortal don't always understand these things, but because we just don't know, but we do believe that the soul never dies, the soul remains, and so therefore there is another journey. So all I can say is take strength in the knowledge that he had lived his life, a beautiful life, wonderful life, full of love and laughter for each and every one, well known in the community and very, very well respected. So for all of us, we have these beautiful memories of his, which will never fade away. And therefore also we have to remember that whilst we're on this earth, all we ever need is love and life. That's what we all need. Nothing more than that. Because when we have love in us, we can overcome everything. And we do need one another. And when I say we need one another, it's the love that we need from everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. The next person is Mr. You got a message to read?
Yes.
All right. Okay. So this again got a message from someone as a tribute.
So this is from his family in New Zealand. So, dear Nanda will be greatly missed. Thoughts and prayer for Kay, Dina, Desigan and grandkids. Although taken early, he lived life to the full. He was fearless, enjoyed good food and occasional drink and a good argument. Above all, he was known for his love of his family and extended family. Much love to you all from Pubi Mogi Nesha Innovation. Okay. I think Indo, if you'd come through.
Okay.
I have prepared a speech for the simple reason it's been very difficult for me to speak off the cuff. Hence, to keep it in the 5 minutes, I will basically read the speech, but I'll also involve everybody. Thank you, Mr. Guru, yes.
Yes, thank you.
For affording this opportunity. I want to say thank you to Mrs. Moodley for allowing me to make the speech on behalf of the friendship that we had within this community. The friendship between Mr. Moodley, myself, Brad, Joey that's not here today, and Dion, just to mention a few people, and some that passed on already as well. So the voice that you hear today is really coming from the unit, and I would like to call it in this way, the Christian unit in this community. Ned is known to be a person that was a groundbreaker. Unlike in our community, we are very, in a sense, also divorced from each other. But Mad has been a bridge builder in this community. Hence the reason, let me rather stick to my script. Otherwise, I'm going to really go into really off my script. Otherwise, I'm going to be here whole day. Okay, the message I'm bringing here today is not only coming from me. It comes from the group that I have mentioned to you. I'm truly honored, Mrs. Moodley, to do this speech, or bring this message of this gallant man, small in stature, but powerful in terms of empowerment. As his friends, we are also grateful that you all are here today. That you are showing really that Mr. Moodley was not an ordinary man. Just because of the outcome of so many people here is really a reflection of the life he lived. Okay, but Mr. Moodley was not only a friend to us, he was a mentor to us, he was a leader to us, he was a father to us. Okay, my friend says I must stick to the speech, He was a direction setter to us, as younger individuals in this community. I know Mr. Moodley for 15 years. And the 15 years that I've known him was really a great time with him. It was really an empowering time. It was a time where I could really learn, from Mr. Moodley. So we had a friendship of a special kind. He shared his life story with us. In every occasion he had, he would share his life history with us. So I'm going to run through his history that he shared with our group. In KZN, where he grew up as a young boy, very naughty as he explained it to us. On the sugar farms, stealing sugar cane, and then get a beating for it. He told us those stories, and then at the age of 18 he left. He took this paradigm shift to leave the comfort zone we found himself in, which is KZN. And he moved to Cape Town. Now, at that stage now, East Africa, we didn't have a lot of Indians in Cape Town. But Moodley took that revolutionary move to leave his home of comfort and start out in this province on his own. He started out he worked for the post office. I'm just telling the stories that we've heard. He worked for the post office. He worked at some stage, he worked at the hotel, which is today Mount Nelson Hotel. From there he moved being a salesperson, selling policies. And I think that's where he really learned about life, So the many stories you shared with us, really, let me rather stick to it, Brad. Otherwise, I'm going to really go off. What we took from all the stories that he had, but what stood out for you is epic, from an epic perspective. You didn't find someone that had the entrepreneurial skills that Mr. Moodley had. But I believe all that he believed. He told us the stories, not to boast, but really to share with us as younger adults his life experiences so that we can learn from it. That was always his point of departure. I'm telling you the stories so that you can learn from my life, Mr. Moodley has not started out where he is today. A lot of us will see the wealth, the physical wealth that he gained, but he didn't start out here. Mr. Moodley went through what they call the levels of work in life. He started out as a postman. He moved from there into a hotel. And then he took this shift again to start his own business. Now that's made of a special kind, a person of a special type, to start his own business. And he was extremely successful in it. I, for one, remember times in the 80s. I come from a history very politically involved in my youth. Then I would go past the Grand Parade. And I always go stop there by Nicky's. Okay, but this was the name? Nicky's. By Nicky's. And I never knew one day I will meet this old man again. And my wife always back then was still my wife, but back then she said, ons gaan by die ou by Nikki's koop, you know, because ek hou van sy kos. And we will go and purchase from Nikki's, you know, but his jovialness, you know, to go and purchase from the person was really an experience in itself. So he was really successful in his business, you know. Okay, so what he took from these stories really is his ability to start out at the bottom, gaining the know-how and experience, how to deal and communicate with diverse people. He could with ease and confidence communicate with the working class, the petty bourgeoisie as we called it in our discussions, the middle class, and with the bourgeoisies. You know, I mean, now this is a person that is not, why we call him, he's a father figure of a special kind for us. Because he wasn't schooled like some of us. You know, we went to university, we've got master's degrees. But this is a person that came through the University of Life. If you talk about high EQ, high emotional intelligence, that was Mr. Moodley. And that he gained, he always told us, this I didn't gain through just sitting on my laurels. You know, I've had to maneuver life to get to where I am today. He was an excellent networker and a bridge builder. We as Christian friends are clearly an example of same. You know, he was a bridge builder. Our discussions as friends, you know, Mrs. Moodley will know that sometimes Mr. Moodley leaves home at 5 o'clock and he comes home at 12 o'clock. Sorry, Mrs. Moodley. And our discussions really surrounds politics of South Africa today. We discuss international politics. We've discussed religion. And what stood out in our discussions is his love for the poor. During these discussions, he will always, and this is something I need to make mention of, he always bring us back to karma. You know, for us as Christians, you know, karma, we made jokes about the word karma back then. But then we got to understand what Moodley means with it. Now I'm trying to summarize, and Brad must correct me if I'm summarizing it wrong, Brad. But Mr. Moodley explained this in karma to us in this way. Right? In this life, what happens to you happens because you caused it with your actions. In other words, the law of action and reaction which governs life. That was his favorite words, and it didn't make sense to us, you know. He will further explain it is the destiny or next existence in rebirth that you can earn through your actions and behavior. Now, as academics ourselves, and you know, sitting around the fire and obviously having a little bit of a whiskey, we will then discuss what Moodley, you know, I mean, how can, you know, we always go back to what we've learned on earth, you know, or in academic books about Maslow's hierarchy of needs. You know, Maslow says that you first need to fulfill your physiological needs, and then he's got this hierarchy of needs. The highest level is really your self-actualization. Then we will always joke and say, Moodley, you've already achieved self-actualization. You know, we can't think of doing good because we are surviving. We're still on the first level. You know, we still need to feed our families. Then Moodley will always say, but karma endo, Brad, karma, what you do in this life, in your next life, it will put you in good state. I didn't understand it for a very long time. But over the years, I got to understand and spend more time with him to get to understand what he means by that. So let me stick to the script. During these discussions, obviously, you know, he talks of karma, and we as Christians will bring our Christian biblical perspective. You know, and then there will be a debate around it. But I must say it was always healthy. It was always a healthy debate around that. At a later stage in my life, I started to realize, after now being with Moodley for, thank you Mrs. Moodley, for many weekends and sitting in his company, you know, we've started to learn, you know, that what Moodley means by that. You know what he means. There is in fact a relationship with Christianity, what Moodley is saying. However, there's a little bit of a small little difference in it. He would say, if you can't do good now, how can you do good later? You know, if you can't do good with a little, how can you do good with a lot? You know, that was always his viewpoint. And I must say that he converted us to the principle or the mantra of karma, Guru. He did, you know, I mean, for us as Christians, we bought really into the understanding of what Moodley means with it. Now, Moodley for us was affectionately known as Mr. Moods. Okay? Nandagopal was Moody. Okay, don't get it wrong, but it's Moodley, you know. Or Ned. So we will always joke. Really, when we come here, when Mrs. Moodley is around, then we will always joke. Mr. Moodley, you're going to hear now, Ned. That's our joke between us. Sorry, Mrs. Moodley, you don't know about that joke. Okay, but he will all bring us back to karma, the need to do good in his life. Okay, in order for our souls to reach moksha, he always used, and I've heard it again today, you know, the freedom from rebirth. That's the way he always explained it to us. It's like you're achieving the highest level of rebirth. Why do I understand this? Because I've spent a lot of time with the man, you know. I can attest to the good that he has done. First, what he has done for me and my family. I need to make mention of that too. I have at a stage in my life lost hope in humankind, or in humanity as such. I and my family went through a time where we almost lost everything. We started a business, my wife and I. We were successful with RFQs and with tenders, but we didn't have the cash flow to make it happen. It's there. No funding from nowhere. Mr. Moodley ends up one day at my home. I don't know why. My wife and I, we sit and say, how are we going to make this work? Moodley came and I said to myself, you know, die man die nou weer goed as praat, nou weer my kop is ander plekke. He walks in, he says to me, Ando, I just came here to say hello to you. I said, no, come on my friend, come inside. He said to me, I can see that you are challenged, you have a need. Now, keep in mind where I come from historically. If you understand my political history, where I come from, I've lost hope in humanity. I've lost hope in friends. I've lost hope in comrades, as we call it back then. And he said to me, I can see you have a need. I said, Moodley, you know what? You know, very reluctantly, I said, you know, I need 100,000 rand. Got this RFQ. I need 100,000 for cash flow purposes to make this happen. Mr. Moodley said to me, it's yours, my friend. He said to me, let me just quote to you what he said. Let me jokingly, okay, was it just here? Moods arrived at my home just to chat as per normal. Out of the blue, he said, I can see, my friend, that you have a need. Reluctantly, I said, yes. His words immediately was, let me fill that need, my friend. Jokingly citing karma. You know, he said, what is the use if I cannot do good? I mean, what is the use if I cannot do good to a friend? Now, yes, I'm an individual that's struggling financially. I mean, I will not give 100,000 into someone that already struggling, you know. He said to me, what's the use if I cannot do good? If I'm in a position to help you. Reluctantly, I said, I need 100,000, my friend. He left my home giving me his word. However, he has to run it past his government, his wife. Believe me, the next morning, and he left asking me, and what is the account number? And I thought, you know, who asked someone something like this? The next morning, the 100,000 was now on account. And Mrs. Moodley, I want to say thank you for the trust that you also had, Mrs. Moodley. We ran a successful project, my wife and I, and many thereafter, due to that first injection. And there was more injections, I must be honest, after that too. You know, that's the type of person that your father was. Moodley was further known amongst us as friends as a cook extraordinaire. You know, whenever we had functions at home, at our homes, Moodley will prepare the pot of curry free of charge for us. Amongst us, yes, you know, the friends, we shared this with him. His pot of curry was always the center offering for the day. That pot of curry that he made was always the center, whatever we bought for the function. But the pot of curry he made was always the center of it. My friend, my father, had a happy death. Oh, I hope now this correctly, Moodley. Kalyani Sabu. He had all the children and grandchildren around him. All the children was there when he passed on. We had the opportunity to speak. Brad and I had the opportunity to speak to him. I had the opportunity to speak to him on the phone 2 weeks prior to him passing on. He struggled to speak. And the only 2 words that we could really share with each other, I said to him, I love you. And this man said back to me, I love you too. That's the only words that we shared that night. He had a happy death. He did not suffer. Brad and I was fortunate to spend around an hour with him. Sorry. My apologies. Let me just gather myself here. We've been blessed to say goodbye to him on Sunday. We spent an hour with him. And that whole hour we waited for him to say something. And just before we left, he said to us, his words was, my friends. That was his words to us, my friends. As friends, we now will miss the morning discussions at the shop, like you've mentioned, at the shop in the mornings. It was like our get together at the shop in the mornings. Before we go on with our daily activities, just to have a discussion. Discussing this loving home, Mrs. Moodley, thank you for always having an open door for us. The pride that he had with the garden that he always had with, man, Mr. Moodley was a green finger. We always had to take a victory walk with him, looking at his plants. The bright evenings, the debates, the differences of opinions. This is what made our friendship great. His legacy will live through us. To the siblings, Mr. Moore's love for you continued into his adult life. What you must say to his brother? His love for you carried through his adult life. It was always for him a wonderful time when he goes to KZN to go and visit you. We always waited for him to come back to give us feedback on what transpired in KZN. And always had this, when he comes back, he always speaks highly of his family, his brothers and sisters. To his sons, daughters-in-law, granddaughters and grandson, you were his pride and joy. Your dad's legacy will live through you. He was a happy and a blessed man. To Mrs. Moodley, from the bottom of our hearts, accept our gratitude for sharing your husband with us. Thank you for the times, even the time when you went through a tough time, Mrs. Moodley, with your health. A little bit selfish from us, but we also had stolen moments in between. But thank you for even allowing us that time with you, Mrs. Moodley. I can only say to my friend, my father, my leader, the legacy builder in this community, thank you for what you've meant to all of us. Moksha for Mr. Moodley, Mrs. Moodley.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Ilo, for sharing such a wonderful tribute and a message to all of us. Yes. Just to tell you one more word, as Mr. Moodley said, the karma theory, understand, is what you sow, so shall you reap.
Yes.
This is what Bible says also. Every action there is an equal reaction. End up word to say that karma know that dress. That's it. Karma know that dress. So we are now scheduled to do the closing prayer. May I kindly request to those who came late, we could not able to allow you to come forward to pay your floral tribute. May you come one at a time. If it's a family, you can come together. Thank you. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. We call you now one at a time, please. Come through. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namah Shivaya. Landon, can you ask Peter to put that box? That was the crematorium. Sally will give it to you. And the rest of the flowers, you can put in the crematorium.
Say goodbye to you. Then I have to say goodbye to you.
Any other family or friends are here who would like to come and see the face and pay tribute, please kindly do so. Desigan, Dina, all of you all, can you stand around? Mongo. Now we're going to conclude with our concluding prayer. Thereafter we're going to proceed to the Maitland Crematorium as a very private family last rites ceremony. So those who are here, please stay behind, and there will be some meal will be served immediately when the body leaves. So the family members, it's not going to be served, it's going to be given as a pre-packed food. The family is going to be gathered later after the cremation to have a meal together. So kindly assist us. And where is the grandchildren now? No. So they are sleeping? No, leave them. Anybody else? Everyone is here? Right. Now we're going to sing Mukti Neri Ariyada. Can I kindly request all of you, please raise for a Shall we put one bucket of water with little manja podi in it, turmeric powder, and keep it right in the front, manja water. You got another message?
I want to play a song for my father from his niece.
Okay, so before we leave, we have a song to play for Abhinay, and then thereafter we will conclude this again.
Just walk back through there.
just jealous of the angels around the throne always made my troubles feel so small. You were always there to catch me when I'd fall. In a world where heroes come and go, well, guys used to be all one I know. So I'll hold you as close as I can. Longing for the day when I see your face again. But until then, God must need another angel around the throne tonight. The lid's on the side of me, and I will hold on tight. Set my place to bless you. Oh, God knows why. I'm just jealous of the angels around the throne tonight. Sing hallelujah. I'm just jealous of the angels around the throne tonight.
Thank you. Now we're going to conclude with our concluding prayer. Also, the family is having daily prayer services. So weekdays are at 6:30 and Saturdays will be a bit earlier. We will send you the details to organizations and those who are available. Please communicate with me and we try to slot at least 3 members of the community can be here on a daily basis. I know there's a lot of holidays and other commitments that you all have, but kindly assist the family from the community on a regular basis to come and assist to sing. If anyone available, please contact myself and we slot you into one of the days in the future. Then the ceremony is going to be on the 24th of April, which we will confirm the time and the details to you a little later. Thank you very much, and on behalf of the Moodley family, on behalf of Desigan and Dina and for Penima and for all the grandchildren, we want to say thank you to the community and the family and friends for all your love and support during this very difficult time. And may Lord Shiva and Mother Shakti bless you. When we celebrating the life and we also mourning the life of Nanda, we must also think of our people of KwaZulu-Natal. While I'm just listening to the speech, I got the message, 3 children are missing. They are still trying to locate. There's a lot of pain and suffering, not only here by us in our heart, in the people's heart and minds in KwaZulu-Natal is suffering. So may we also join hands together in our daily prayers, send blessings to all the people. May they all be safe. May those children that lost, may they be found alive. That is our prayer today at the lotus feet of Lord Shiva. In that understanding, we would like to now conclude with the Mukti Nari and Kalapriyam, and thereafter the family is going to proceed to the Maitland Crematorium. The rest of you all please stay behind to collect your meal. Thank you. Om Trichitrambalam Mukti Neri Ariyada Mukti மூர்க்கரோடு முயல்வேந்தேன் பத்தினேரி அறிவித்து பழவினைகள் பாரும் வண்ணம் சித்தமல்லம் அறிவித்து என்னை ஆண்ட அத்தன் கருளியவாறு ஆர் பெறுவார் அச்சோவே நெறியல்லா நெறி தன்னை நெறியாக நினைவேனே சிறுநெறிகள் சேராமே திருவருளே சேரும் வண்ணம் குறியொன்றோம் இல்லாத கூத்தன் தன் கூத்தையனக்கு அறியும் வண்ணம் அருளியவாறு ஆர் பெறுவார் அச்சோவே செம்மை நலம் அறியாத சிதடரோடும் திரிவேனே மும்மை மலம் அறிவித்து முதலாய முதல்வன் தாள் நம்மையும் ஓர் பொருளாக்கி நாய் சிவிகை ஏற்றுவித்த அம்மையன கருளியவாறு ஆர் பெறுவார் அச்சோவே அம்மையன கருளியவாறு ஆர் பெறுவார் அச்சோவே அம்மையன கருளியவாறு ஆர் பெறுவார் அச்சோவே. ஓம் திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். கல்லாப்பிழையும் கருதாப்பிழையும் கசிந்துருகி நில்லாப்பிழையும் நின்யாப்பிழையும் நின்னெழுத்தை சொல்லாப்பிழையும் துதியாப்பிழையும் தொழாப்பிழையும் எல்லா பிழைகளையும் பொறுத்தருள்வாய் வெற்றியே உம்மனே. ஓம் திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி தனிப்பெரும் கருணை தனிப்பெரும் கருணை அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி. வாழ்க அந்தனர் வானவரானின்னும் வாழ்க அந்தனர் வானவரானின்னும் வீழ்க தன் புனல் வேந்தனும் ஓங்குக ஆழ்க தீயதெல்லாம் அரணாமமே சோழ்க வையகமும் துயர் தீர்க்கவே சோழ்க வையகமும் துயர் தீர்க்கவே. ஓம் திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். தென்னாடுடைய சிவனே போற்றி என் நாட்டவர்க்கும் இறைவா போற்றி இன்பமே சூழ்க எல்லோரும் இன்புற்று வாழ்க. ஓம் சாந்தி சாந்தி சாந்தி. ஓம் நம பார்வதி பதையே ஹர ஹர மகாதேவா. நம பார்வதி பதையே ஹர ஹர மகாதேவா. நம பார்வதி பதையே ஹர ஹர மகாதேவா. Also, I forgot to mention two persons to thank. One is the doctors and the staff of Victoria Hospital, Weinberg, for all their love and the way they treated Nanda during the time of need. And also a special thanks and appreciation to Brandlin and the staffs of Pinetown Funeral Services for giving us a very dignified funeral service. And thank you to the Maitland Crematorium officials for helping us to have the funeral in such a way that we wanted. Thank you so much to all of you. Drive safe home. May Lord Shiva and Mother Shakti bless you all. Stay safe. Observe all the health protocols. Wear the face mask. Look after yourself. God bless you all. Om Namah Shivaya.
I don't want to say goodbye to you.
He's in a better place, in a better way. You tell me, can I close it or? Keep small.
See you later.
So those who are standing on the way, please give us, because we're going to go through the...
Thank you, Leon. Take it to the car. Right?
Yeah, Leon, you're going to bring this to the...
Yes, yes. Thank you.
Oh. You know he's laughing now also, eh?
This is a tough time of this. So just be strong. Can I close it?
Yes, you may.
If anybody is here not coming to the crematorium, would like to see the face, would like to close and proceed. Thank you, Mekanandri. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Who's going to help to carry?
Me, Gina.
Yeah, please get. Maybe you want that friend to be part of this journey? Hello, come. I want you to be help us here.
Alright. Once you leave, they can dish just some
Yeah, stand there. Come more front. Okay, thank you.
She's gonna stay.
Can we have two more guys there, please?
Dylan! Uncle Ronnie here.
Okay, let's just lift up. Let me keep this trolley out. Lift up. Bring the trolley up, please. Stand this way. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Last second. Shivaya, Om Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Someone move your car. Come on to the right hand side. Okay. So we're going to take Lansdowne Bottling and LTD Builders. Past that, there is a turn up that join into Vanguard Drive. That's the route we're going, so if you're looking for us. Okay? I want you to lightly come together there and through the Manju water. I am going to leave there, come right around, and I'm going to get you in the front. Listen to me. Yeah, the family car, whoever is going there, please get in. Brandon, yes, let me leave and I'll get you in the front there. No, my car, they move right together. Right, you can be in the front. I'm displaying in the front. So you're going to play right to the end of the road. No. because can you move your car slightly to the back because we need to do the prayer here. Who is on this?
Yeah, let him take it back.
Oh, no.
Peter.
Long, man. Yes. That's it. Double now, double. That's my right. Okay. Thank you. Thanks, Congress. Yeah, I'm done. I'm going honey how much? Take this. You go in one of the cars.
You want to go with us?
No.
I cannot go. Because we are coming back. Don't go to the thing and come back. Huh? Yeah.
Please come once. Still we need to practice all kinds of health. Listen, I don't see any of these guys here. Please come once. Still we need to practice all kinds of health. you brother? Good brother. Okay. We need. Okay. We got some flowers, flowers in the bowl. Yeah. You want to take this leaf back? This flower here is yeah, take it over. Give you a chance for everybody to offer the flowers. Maitland, where's the festival? Where's the festival?
The what?
The festival.
Here it is, yes. God, you think so? The takes it.
physical body. What is inside the clay pot is milk and the water. The milk symbolizes soul, water symbolizes God. These are understanding. Once the soul left the body, it reaches the eternity. So once the water and the milk is mixed, you cannot separate it. So what they now do is just go around the body 3 times, stand by the inside, drop the pot and break it. At the same time, the body will be also taken to the burner for cremation. That's what's going to happen. Also, sorry, get me the box and the number. Thank you. So we want to know which one, burner 1, burner 2. Right. So sometimes people always ask question to me, if I cremate the loved one of my family, do I get the same ashes to me, or they give somebody else ashes? It's a question always arises in my mind. They have a fantastic system. This is the cremation number for late Nanda, 97211. This is registered here. Even if you come 10 years later, 20 years later, to ask for a register, you will find 97211. It's Nanda Moodley, cremated on the 13th and such time. They will have a register. So when we send the body into the burner, this goes first. And when it comes with the ashes, that comes with it. Tomorrow you're going to find the same one inside the box, but not in this color. It will be black. You will find this. It comes with it. Then they give you a certificate to say that this is a reminding of late Nanda Moodley. And then in that, you will find the same cremation number on it. So that's how they maintain, make sure that the clients get the right ashes. And it go through a grinding process. You will get it like eco-friendly, like a sand. So you can put in a mountain, you can put it in the wall of remembrance. They have a walls here, can you see that? So many things you can do with this. Okay? Can you turn on this? Harihi Om Sri Ganeshaya Namaha Mulagalam Munarnodakariyavan Laulavyanir Malivaniyan Alagil Sodiyan Nambalakaduvan Adasilam Padivar Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Om Shakti Om Shakti Om Shakti Om Shakti Om Shakti Om Shakti Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Om Nandagopal Lingapa Nanyam Atma Shanti Nivaranartham Om Shanti 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 keep the other trolley. Keep the other trolley ready. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Away for you. Not that one. Right. Yeah, you can put all of them, please. Just drop the camphor. Sorry, I didn't notice. I thought you were putting already. Right. He will tell you when to push into the burner. You can do that. Where's the uncle? On your day. Shivaya. Just to share it. We'll take this. Just wait for them to get off. Keep this till the 16th.
शिव नागेश्वर